So I brought today a present for us to look at. These are peonies from my garden. These are really special to me. Talk about hitting different birthdays. I had my 60th birthday party, and my sister-in-law's gift to me, she's a gardener, was to bring me some plants from her garden. And she brought me a peony bush, a small one. And now it's been, well, I'm 66, so it's been 6 years, and I have the most blooms I've ever had, and they're so beautiful. So let's bring our feet on the floor just a little bit apart, arms down, and then take that breath in that we know is healthy. Exhale it all out. We'll do two more. Breathe. Lift your chest a little bit, maybe arch it. And then exhale. Firm your belly like you're pushing the breath out. And we'll go one more. Breathing in, lift the chest. And then exhale, kind of firm the belly a little bit. And then we'll just come back to arms out and fingertips here. And we'll lift the elbows slightly and move the elbows in a circle. And then you can move as much or as little as your shoulders need, right? Sometimes they can be really crabby. So be gentle with yourself. And when you're ready to go the other way, just reverse. It's coming around. Oh my goodness. And then we'll just pause, let your hands go. Notice how the shoulders are feeling. Just breathe. And then I want you to bring this left hand up, or right hand, I'm sorry, up in the air. And then put your hand right beside your face and lean into your hand just a little bit. We're going to bend this left elbow. And as I straighten that arm out, I want you to dip your ear down into your hand and feel that stretch in the left shoulder down the neck. And then soften, come back up, inhale. And then really reach down as you let your ear come further towards the right shoulder. And then go one more, bring the breath in. And then exhale, just let your ear drop, let those fingers reach for the floor. And then come back to just neutral, let both hands come down, and really take a moment to notice how this side feels versus the side we didn't stretch. Okay, then your left hand goes here, your right arm goes up in the air, actually like this, fingertips pointed down. And as I lean into my hand, I'm going to reach down. When you come back up, this is when you breathe in. And then as you come down, exhale, reach for the floor with your right fingers. Then inhale, come back up again. And last time, just let your ears stay there a moment. Keep reaching. Just feel all that stretch in that right side. And then come back to center. Let both hands come up. And we're going to put the hands not on the back of the head, but on your neck. And then you can just have your fingertips touching. So what we're going to do is kind of create a shelf for our head to come back slightly, lift your chin, and then we'll go around like the top of your head as a flashlight, and you're making a circle on the ceiling with the top of your head. Okay, and then we'll stop because we don't want to get dizzy and go the other way. So over to the left and around. So this keeps us from bringing that head too far back. And then we'll just stop in the middle, let the hands go, and spread the fingers out, open and close them. And then just move your wrist. So fingers are straight, you're just moving the wrist around. Go the other way. And then we're going to stop and curl the fingers slightly, then move your wrist around. And whatever way you're going, go the other way. And then just stop, pause, let your arms rest. Let your arms rest. We're going to lift up this right foot and circle it. So just bring it around, get some ankle movement. So Peggy was talking about PT that her husband's doing. This is just something you might do in physical training, just moving that ankle around. Because you know, if your ankle gets stiff, that can so affect the way you walk. Absolutely. And cause you to trip if it's really rigid. So we'll just bring that foot down, lift the other foot, and again, you're just moving just to try to get, actually there's this fluid called synovial fluid in your joints that they sort of, like adding oil to the Tin Man, I always say. And go the other way. And then just rest that foot, just rest that foot. And we're going to step the right foot one step to the side, left foot one step to the side. Bring your left shoulder outside of where your knee is. So you're leaning, and then this right shoulder goes outside of where your knee is. So just keep a straight spine, but you're curving a little bit. You can let the ear drop on the sides. Let the ear drop. Let your shoulder soften. Like let this right shoulder drop down. Let the ear drop down. Let the left shoulder drop. Left ear drops. So we're just going side to side. And go one more just because. And then come back. Now leave this left hand on your leg. Put your right hand in the air. Turn where the palm is facing the side of your head. And I want you to bring the hand about right over the top of your head when we go to the side. Not a big reach over. I want you to have more lift like underneath your arm, in your armpit. So here's where we go. We're going to lift the armpit up and then relax the elbow down. Lift the armpit up. Feel that side body stretch, especially right here under the arm, and down. And we'll go one more. Lift and then come back down and just notice that side and how it feels different. It's like it's more alive, Bend this elbow, palm is facing the side of your head. We go over and lift up that armpit and down. So it's breathe and let it go. And breathe. Let it go. Let's go one more on this side. Over, feel that armpit lift. And then let it go. And then just bring that arm down. Walk your feet in. Lift up your right foot and hug that knee in towards your body. Just give it a big hug. And then we'll release it. We're going right over to the other side. So just give it a big hug. And then release, coming back down. Now step out your right foot to the side with the toes pointed out. Bring your left hand out to the left and go across the body and back. So you're reaching from the center of your back. So over and back. Go one more, just over and back. And then bring that hand down, walk your foot so that it's straight forward, step out the other foot. Right hand goes out and flow it across and back. Like you're moving water. Back, over and back, and one more over and back. And then bring that hand down, step your foot in. We're going to hug the knees again. So lift up your right foot, give it a hug, and then release. Do the other side, left knee, give it a hug, and then back down. And now we're going to bring this left arm out, step your right foot out. And this time we're going a little further. So instead of just over your head, go past and back. So it's more the whole side all the way down and back. And one more, go all the way, feel it all the way down and back. And then rest that hand, step your right foot in, left foot goes out, right arm goes out, and you're going over. So feel all the way down your side ribs and back and over and back. And one more, go over and back. And then bring that hand down, step both feet back forward. I'm going to scooch back a little bit or else you wouldn't be able to see my feet. Step your right foot forward. So it goes forward and then bring the heel down and the toes are up in the air. So press your toes down to the floor and then let them pop back up. So press down, pop back up. Go one more, press down and pop back up. And then just slide that foot in. We'll do the other one. So step your left foot forward, heel down, toes up, heel down, toes up. Press your foot flat and then back up. So you're stretching the top of your foot and the calf. And go one more, press, and then back up. Step that foot back. Now we're going to coordinate, good for the brain. Step your right foot forward, bring your left hand. So we're doing a contralateral movement. My foot's flat, my hand's out flat. And as you inhale, I want you to lift your toes and make a fist. And then let your toes come down, let the hand come back out with your exhale. So it's inhale, bring the fingers in, toes are up. Exhale, open the hand, toes down. And go one more, inhale. You're going to make a fist, toes are up. Exhale, feet flat, hand out. Step that foot in. Rest both hands, step your left foot forward. Your right hand comes out, okay? So as you lift your toes, you're going to draw your hand into a fist and then exhale, press down, fingers out. In, exhale, open. And go one more, inhale, toes up, hand in. Exhale, back down. And then just rest that hand, step your foot in. We're going to raise this right foot up again, hold on to it, but instead of hugging it, have your arms long, your knee is away from you. And as you start to pull your knee in, I want you to exhale, go, ah. And then let your arms go straight, knee goes away, take a breath. Exhale, shh. Pull the knee in. Inhale, arms are straight. And go one more. Exhale, bend the elbows, pull the knee in. Inhale, knee is away and arms are straight. And then release that foot down. We're just going to get a big stretch. So let that same leg come stretch out, toes are pointed, and the opposite arm stretches. So opposite side stretch. And then release and bring that foot down. So I'm going over to this side. Lift your foot. Fingers go around that knee, but your arms are long. Take a breath here and then push the breath out as the knee comes in. Inhale, arms go straight. Exhale, pull that knee in. Firm your belly a little. Inhale, fill up with breath. And last one, push out, firm that belly, bring that knee in. And then just let that knee come out. Foot comes down. Stretch that leg out. Opposite arm, reach. And then come down. Now we're going to just move opposite sides. I want you to lift this left arm, the right leg, and then the right hand goes behind. And then down. This is almost just like you would walk. Your right arm lifts, your left leg, your left hand goes back. Down. Left arm, right leg, right arm goes back. And down and up and down. Now just rest your hands and lift and release your heels. So you're just bopping your heels on the floor and feel that just sense of grounding, like I'm here, and I'm ready. And then just stop and pause and just feel the after effects of just letting your heels lift up and down. Just feel that. We're going to step the right foot one step out, left foot one step out, and this time bring the heels in, the toes are out. So I want you to have a pretty good wide base. Your elbows mirror what your knees are doing. And we're going to bring this left hand over and it touches that right shoulder. Now it sort of pushes that shoulder back, and I want you to reach out your right hand and look that way. And then come back to where we began, right here. Then we'll do the other side. The right hand comes over and sort of pushes that left shoulder back. Your left hand goes out. You look at it, look out to the fingertips, then come back to where we began, right here. And we'll do the same. This hand comes over, pushes that shoulder back. That right arm goes out. Now look at those right fingers and then keep everything the same except turn your head the other way. And then when you look the other way, just look at something, like focus on whatever you see on this left side. Then dip your chin down. So feel the stretch once your chin comes down, and look down at your knee or whatever you see when you look down. And then we'll come back to the start again, right here, right here. And then we'll bring this left shoulder back, left hand goes out, look. Now turn your head in the opposite direction. Notice what you see when you turn the head. Then dip the chin down and notice what you see once your eyes are focused downward. And then we'll come back to the center again. Bring your hands into the chest. Walk your feet in. Walk your feet in. And now let your toes just come out, but your feet are pretty close together. We're going to lift the hands, and as you do, lift your heels. Separate the hands, let the heels come down. Do that again with breath. Inhale, and then let go. Exhale, come down. Join the hands back at the center. Now we're going to lift the heels and bring the hands over towards the right. Let go with your left hand, and as you bring it to the center, let your heels come down. Then lift your heels and bring the hand back. Now you're together. Bring the hands over here. As you let go with your right hand, let the heels come down. Hand comes towards the center. Now lift your heels, bring the hands back together, and then back to the center. Hands go down, heels go down. We're going to do that whole sequence. Ready? Lift your heels, lift your hands. Breathe. Let go. Heels down, hands down. Again, up. Inhale, heels up, hands up. Exhale, come back down. Hands back together. Lift your heels. Hands go towards the right. Heels are lifted. Now let your heels come down as you bring your hand in front of your chest. Lift your heels back up. Hands together. Come over to this side. Let go with this right hand. Heels go down. Lift your heels, hands go back together, come back to the center, and heels go down, hands go down. And we'll just complete this with 2 breaths going up with your hands and your heels lifting. Exhale. And one more. Lift your hands, lift your heels, and exhale. And then back to the center. Let your feet come straight ahead. Let your hands come down. And just pause for a moment. Notice how all of that felt. Breathe. And we're going to step the right foot out to the side. Right foot out to the side. So toes are pointed a little bit to the right. Turn, bring your right shoulder back. Now put your right hand down and put your left hand on top. And we're going to follow the line of that arm over to that shoulder and then let the hand reach back. Bring your hand back to that shoulder, follow across your chest and back down that right arm. Let's add breath. Inhale up the arm across the chest, go back. Exhale back to the shoulder, across the chest, go down. One more. Inhale, up and out. Now back to that shoulder, across to the other, and back down. We're going to change it up. So bring that left hand on top of your leg. Put the right hand on top. You're going to step your right foot forward. Left foot goes a little further out. Toes are out. And follow the line of that arm. Inhale across your chest and out. Exhale, follow back down again. So fill up with breath. Inhale. Then firm your belly, push that breath out, go down that arm. Last time, breathe. And then exhale, go down the arm. Beautiful. And then just come back up. Both arms are out. Step your feet back forward again. And we're going to get ready for warrior 2. So turn. Turn the palms up. Step your right foot out to the side. And then as you raise your arms up, I want you to raise your foot up and then press down. So lift up, raise your right foot, raise your hands. Now palms down, press down. Go one more. Inhale, lift, and then press down. Beautiful. Bring the arms back out at shoulder height, and we're going to lean. So bring your right shoulder towards your right knee and then dip down. This is triangle pose. And then we'll come back up again. We're going to lean out, dip down. Now look at that left hand up in the air. Look at your right hand down towards the floor. Then dip back up again. Go one more. Let your right shoulder lean. Dip down. Look at your left hand in the air. Now look at your right hand down towards the floor. And then come back to where we started. Bring the arms in. Give them a rest. Step your foot in. Let both hands come down. Just lift and release your heels. It's just kind of a grounding in the middle. Shake your arms out and let your heels bop at the same time. So shake it off, legs and arms, and then just stop. Stop. You can rest your hands. Exhale everything. Then take a breath. And then exhale everything. Yeah, we're going to step the left foot out. And then the arms go out, palms are up. As you lift your arms, lift your foot. It doesn't have to be high. And then press down. Press your palms down towards the floor. Inhale, lift that foot. And then press down. And go one more. Inhale, lift. And then press down. Yes. And then arms go back out again. We're coming into triangle. So notice where your right shoulder is. If you lean, let it come out a little bit outside the hip and then dip your left hand down. You can look at that left hand. Then look up at your top hand, your right hand. And then come back to where we began, back to here. You're going to bring that shoulder over to the left, dip down. Now look up at your top hand and look down at your bottom hand. Come back to where we began, back to the middle. One more time. You're going to bring this shoulder out, dip down, look up at that right hand, and then look down. And then come back to the center. So our sides have gotten lots of stretches. Bring your hand in, walk your feet in, bring your hands down, and we're going to give our knees two at a time a hug by just wrapping your arms around your knees and rounding the back. Chin is down. And then let go of the knees, come back to just sitting in mountain pose. Sit in mountain pose. Let the hands come out like we're shaking hands, two hands. Spread your fingers apart and interlace your fingers right here at the chest. Then flip the palms. Now they're facing me. Press straight out. So you feel that stretch like from the middle of your back between your shoulder blades. And then relax the elbows, bring the hands back in again. Now we're going to take the elbow a little over to the right side, flip the palms and push out to the right. Arms are long. Then bend the elbows, come back to the center, palms are facing you. Then we go this side, go elbows to the left, press out to the left, then bend the elbows and come back to the center. And we're going to let the hands go. Really wiggle your fingers. And then we're going to pay attention to each finger. Take your 2 or 3 fingers, your thumb and your index, and maybe your third finger, and come down your pinky and kind of pull at the end. Your fourth finger, third, index finger, your thumb, and then just shake it out and do the other side. So come down the pinky, pull at the end, the ring, the middle, and then the thumb. And if you're behind me, you'll catch up. Then, as if you're washing your hands, vigorously massage, wash. Yes. And then we're going to take the hands just together like we're clapping and create some friction. So create a warmth with your hands. And then just stop, just stop. Take your left hand and just place it right on the right side of your neck and prop up your left elbow with your right hand. So just feel that warmth and then maybe come down the side of your neck with your fingers just to give a little bit of a self massage. And then we're going to go back to warming up. So just create that friction. And then we'll put that right hand on the left side of your neck. Prop up your arm with your left hand. And then just come down like right under the earlobe, down the side of the neck. Just a couple of times. And I've told you about every class that this is good for lymph nodes. Okay. And then we'll just let the hands rest again. Let the hands rest. We'll step the feet, one step to the right with the right foot, one step to the left with the left foot. And now we're just going to hold on to our elbows and bring the elbows over to the right. Lift up your left elbow and then bring that left elbow down, come across the body, lift up your right elbow. And you can add some movement like round your back and then come up, lift that armpit. Exhale when you come down and across. Inhale when you lift that right. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down and inhale up. Now just let your hands come off of your elbows, spread out, come all the way down. Come all the way down. Walk your feet in and pause for a moment. Just sort of regroup. And we're going to come into warrior one seated for right now. So step your right foot just one step forward, one step forward. And we're going to lift up that right arm and bring this left arm behind. Bring your right hand to your chest and then move your chest into that hand. So you're moving forward. Before you go anywhere, focus right underneath your belly button. Pull in your low abdomen. Reach that right hand out and look over to the left. Look back at that hand in front of you. Put your hand on your chest now and come back to center. And then we're going to switch. Step your right foot back. Bring this left arm out. Bring it behind you. Step your left foot forward. Left arm up. Left foot forward, left arm up, right hand behind you. Put your hand on your chest Then lean into your hand. Reach that arm out. Now engage right below your belly button, those muscles. Look over your right shoulder. Look back in front of you again. Bring your hand back to the chest. Lift back up. Raise that arm up. Beautiful. Bring that hand down. Bring it behind you. Step both feet in. Awesome. And then we'll just release the arms, stretch them out. Now bring your right arm across you, your left arm on top, and bend the elbows. Put the backs of the hands together. Backs of the hands together. As you lift up your hands, lift up your heels. And then when you bring your heels down, let your hands come flat against your forearms. Do that again. Inhale, lift up your heels, lift up your arms. Exhale, heels come down, hands come down. This is eagle pose. One more up. Exhale, come down. And now just fly out of eagle pose, eagle arm pose, and then bring those arms down. And just rest your arms, rest the hands. We're going to lift your right foot, and I want you to kick your foot over your shin. And do that about, I don't know, about 10 times. So it's almost like you're kicking with the inside of your foot, a soccer ball or whatever. You're really moving these muscles around the hip. Kick, 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 kick. Do one more kick, and then you're going to bring that foot down. Walk your left foot to the center and bring that leg that was kicking over your other leg. Over your other leg. So now my right leg's in front. Right leg's in front. We're going to go back to the eagle arms. Your left arm comes in, your right arm comes on top. Put the backs of the hands together. Excuse me. Now, as I raise my hands up, I want you to raise your foot up. And exhale, let the hands come on your forearms, foot goes down. Inhale, so you're like an eagle peering through the woods, looking. Exhale, back down. And we'll go one more. Lift up that foot, lift up those arms. And then exhale, come down. And then we'll fly out of it by letting your top leg go out and both arms go out. Beautiful. And then bring everything back to this mountain pose. So let your feet separate. Now we're going to lift up this left foot, kick it over. Kick like you're kicking a soccer ball with the inside of your foot. So it's pretty, intentional. You're over and over, over. Feel inner thigh, outer thigh, working, working. Getting that movement. Okay. And we'll go one more. Now we're going to just rest that leg. I know you feel it. Walk your right foot more towards the center and cross that left foot over. So that left foot's in front. And now you want your right arm to be on top and your left arm under. Backs of the hands together. Okay, so I have my left foot in front, I have my right arm on top. With an inhale, raise up that foot, raise up the arms. Exhale, let your hands flatten against your forearms. Inhale, get taller, almost like you're rising out of your seat. Exhale, foot goes down, hands go down. And go one more, lifting, looking. Exhale, come down. So from here, we fly out like an eagle. Arms go out, top leg goes out. Fly like a bird. and then back down. Then just readjust. Feet are back into mountain pose. I want you to lift your heels. Lift your heels. Let your knees go blah. All right? We're going to just bring the knees in and out. Just no special way other than to just let them move in and out in a relaxed way. Sort of work out what we just did with the kicking of the soccer ball. Okay? And then just let your legs rest. Let them totally rest. And from here, we're going to rest a moment more. Breathe. And then we're coming to standing. So come up any way you want. Come up any way you want. And we're going to stand behind the chair. Okay, so I know that I need to lift my screen a little bit so my head won't get cut off. Okay, so stand behind your chair and just get close to it. So I'm standing where the chair is touching my body. Then I'm going to take about, I don't know, just a easy step, one step back. My hands are still holding. I want to bow forward like I'm going to kiss a chair almost, and then bend the knees and sit back mostly into the heels. So it looks like this. Okay. And try to drop your tailbone down. So what's working? Obviously your quads, right? Hold on to the chair. Now let go with one hand and then both hands. Now put your hands back down, straighten the legs. Now lift your heels. So come up on the balls of your feet. Tighten your buttocks and then put two fingers right here on your sternum, center of the chest. Feel that bone. Lift that sternum up. So your buttocks are tight, your sternum is lifted, your heels are lifted. Now let everything go. Heels come down, butt relaxes, both hands back on that chair again. And we're going to rinse and repeat. So bow again and notice how your body is. Your tailbone is sticking out. We're going to bend the knees and point that tailbone more down towards the floor. Look and make sure that your knees are not over your toes. So you're sitting back into your heels. You can fully see your toes. Let one hand go out. Let another if you can. If you can't, leave one hand on. Now lift whatever hands out a little bit higher. So it could be one hand or two hands or change. Alternate, in other words. Then straighten the legs, come back to just standing. We're going to lift your heels up again, tighten the buttocks, two fingers here on the sternum, lift the sternum. Tighten the buttocks, you're up on the balls of your feet, your buttocks are tight. And then relax, relax everything, feet come back down. Now hold on for sure, and I want you to lift your toes. So when we lift our toes and then bow forward, well, you can feel it definitely in the calves, right? In your hamstrings. And then just let your feet rock back flat and come back down. Do that again. So you're going to peel those toes up, bow forward, feel that stretch. Don't go past your point of, no return. You don't want it to hurt. You want to feel a mild, like, discomfort. Then come flat again. We'll go one more. Lift those toes, bow forward. Engage that core, remember, right below your belly button, low abdomen, and then feet come flat again. And then we'll just walk back up again. You can let go of the chair. We're just standing, just standing. And I want to get a little more hip action. So what I'm going to do, I'll just angle my chair so you can see. I want you to put your right hand on the chair and put your left hand right there on the side of your hip. And then I'm going to bend my knees just like this, slightly, just slightly. Then start to move your hip into your hand. So you're pushing your hip into your hand, and then you're going to look the other way and then come back up. Going to do that again, same side. So little slight bend, hand on the hip. Now start pushing your hip into your hand and then bring your right shoulder back. Look over to the opposite direction. Maybe you can bend your knees a little more. And then come back to the center. Come back to the center. Notice how that felt. We're going to move to the other side of the chair. So you're holding on now with your right hand. Your left hand is on the side of your hip, and you're going to do a slight bend in your knees. So slight bend. And then you start to move your hip into your hand. Your left shoulder goes back, maybe bend a little deeper, look to the right. And then inhale, come back up again. And we'll go one more slight bend. Move your right hip into your hand. Bring that left shoulder back. Look over the chair. And then come back up to mountain pose again. Up to mountain pose. Keep your left hand on your chair. We'll step that right foot out to the right and then lift up the toes. Your toes are pointed a little bit over to the right. Now bend this knee by the chair. This leg's straight, the toes are up. And I want you to get a little bit of a side hamstring stretch. Come back up and let your foot come down. Both feet are down. And then go over towards a chair. Reach. And then we'll go back. This hand goes on the leg. Bend the knee by the chair. Lift the toes. The right toes come down. Inhale. Come up and over. And last one, exhale, bend the knee by the chair, toes lifted on that right foot, and then back and inhale, feet are flat, reach. And then just let that arm come down, step that foot in, walk over to the other side of the chair so that you can hold on with your right hand, step your left foot out. Yep. Heel down, toes up. Bend this knee by the chair. This leg's straight, left leg straight. And here you go. You don't have to go down to the floor. Go to your stretch. Then inhale, come up, come over the chair. Reach. Again, you're going to bend that inner knee, come down, and then inhale, up and over. And last time, ready? Lift those outside toes, bend the inside knee, come down, and then inhale, reach. And then just release that arm, step that foot back in. We're going to take this leg that's closest to the chair and let it just swing. Just easy back and forth. Okay. And then we're going to do the other leg. So you can hold with two hands if you need to. Outside leg, swings. Like you're kicking forward, kicking back. Okay. And then we'll do one last just long spine stretch. So get behind your chair and then just step back. Take a big step back and you can just stretch. Spine is long. Take your left hand, put it right under your belly button, like the palm is flat like that, and lift up a little bit. Feel your low back just really stretch. And then bend the knees, soften, take your hand away, walk up towards the chair, and then have a seat. So have a seat back down. Come up a little bit. No, come back a little bit. There, you can see me better. Wow, this hour went by like that, just like that. So just feel your feet on the floor, kind of wiggle in your seat. Like, oh yeah, I did something good for myself. Breathe. And then we'll put the hands like right over the center of the chest, like somebody's just giving you a hug. You're giving yourself some comfort. We don't do that enough. Give ourselves some love, whatever we need right now in this moment, whatever you need. I hope you can feel that, just the thought of it. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure, pure light that's within you guide your way on. So namaste, folks.